Hi everyone, so today we have some breaking news coming out of the Texas Senate race between incumbent Ted Cruz and Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke. All of the way, the race has been all in Cruz victories. We have Cruz +3 at the very first poll, all the way to Cruz +9 at the very latest. So we have +7, +3, +7, 11, 5, 10, 9, 2, 6, 4, 1, 4, 9. That gives Cruz an average spread of 4.5. But look at this. This was released yesterday. Beto O'Rourke is up by 2 percentage points ahead of Ted Cruz. This is Texas. I cannot stress this enough. This should be safe for any other Republican against a Democrat. The governor's race is safe for the Republicans. Why is the Democrat leading by 2 points? It's very impressive, Beto O'Rourke, that he's even ahead by 2 points. If we look at some of these polls, had him up by 11 and 10 percentage points at the beginning of the race. If I can find the Texas governor race, 53% for the Republican, and 53% for the Republican, 34% for the Democrat in that race. And the latest poll has the Republican up by a whopping 19%. Even though, if we look at the Texas Senate race, the Republican is up by 4.5%. And taking into account this new poll, that could switch just like that. And I'm not saying that Beto O'Rourke is definitely going to win. Ted Cruz still is the favorite to win this race. I would still rate this race as leaning Republican. However, this new poll is very, very, very impressive in Texas. Extremely impressive for Beto O'Rourke. And very, very embarrassing for Ted Cruz. I'm just going to say that. If Beto O'Rourke is able to pull off an upset, that will surprise many, many people. Ted Cruz is in a world of trouble right now. I mean, if a Democrat is ahead in Texas, that's saying something either about the state, which has been shifting Democratic, I will say that, but not by this much. It also maybe says something about the candidates. As we know, Ted Cruz is one of the most unpopular senators across the United States. However, to be fair to him, he is kind of popular in Texas, but not as popular as some other Republicans. But I think the breaking point for this is the fact that Beto O'Rourke is such a strong candidate. He is traveling to all 254 counties in the state of Texas, which is extremely impressive. I think it's going to come very, very, very right down to the wire in the state of Texas. I think it's going to be very important. If we look at the generic ballot polling, 49.2% for the Democrats, 40.4% for the Republicans. So that's a 9-point spread there. So very impressive for the Democrats there. They were at a point back in May where it was sort of getting close, but now they are coming back up. It's very interesting, these new polling data. The Texas race is going to be one of the most interesting races in my view. It all depends on who shows up at Election Day. As you all know, I believe this video will get released Saturday, and I believe that's after the two have had their first debate, so I can't give you insight on that sadly, but I will try my best to keep up and be following this race because it is very, very, very interesting. However, with all that said, Beto O'Rourke shouldn't take this just as the best poll in the entire world. Real Clear Politics is not showing this poll because it is done by, I believe, an online survey. So not as accurate. Now, I'm not downplaying this. This is impressive. This is very impressive stuff. However, the Tuesday's poll, which was the one that showed Cruz up 9 points, was conducted on landlines and cell phones. Now, landlines, normally the older demographic would use them, and that is more leaning towards the Republicans. And cell phones, a bit of a mixture of both. But then the online survey definitely would skew the results a little bit in favor of millennials and other such generations. So I would probably trust. I doubt that Cruz is going to win by 9 points. I really doubt it. I believe it will be within 3 points either way. Probably between a 4-point Cruz victory to a 1 or 2 point Beto O'Rourke victory, somewhere around there, but not necessarily 9 points. I don't believe that to be the case. Beto O'Rourke is doing extremely well compared to other Democrats, but I do think I would put a bit more weight into the one that has Cruz ahead. Now, I'm not downplaying Beto's victory in this poll. It is an amazing for a Democrat in Texas. But I would still slightly trust the Cruz poll, the Cruz poll a bit more, the Quinnipiac poll, compared to the online Ipsos poll. I think it's going to be very close. The media is covering this poll. But all I have to say is it is tightening. Sorry about that. If I can move it back, I will, but it seems to not be cooperating with me. But I'm not downplaying this polling victory. It is very impressive for the Democrat to be leading in Texas. I'm very impressed with Beto O'Rourke. It's very good for the Democrats. However, I do believe that very narrowly at the end of the day, this is a tilt Republican state. My bad. I just really want to get a few more polls. If they all have Beto O'Rourke in the lead, or at least most of them, I would consider changing my result towards the leaning or tilt Democratic column. But this is the race to watch. I believe that Ted Cruz will narrowly hold on to his seat. But Beto O'Rourke, please don't count out Beto O'Rourke. He is a really amazing candidate, that the best candidate in Texas that the Democrats have filed. I mean, he's traveling to all 254 counties. If we go to his website, I believe, the campaign site, he is taking 0 corporate PAC money, which definitely shows his chances. Again, 254 counties visited, 321 town halls, and no corporate PAC money. So very impressive, and very impressive for Beto. But at the end of the day, this is Texas, and I do believe it will narrowly retain in the Republican column. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.